Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Your friend and mine, Ralph McAlister. Ralph, good morning and welcome to you, sir.
I'm sorry I went on a bit. But
no, not at all. Obviously, you are enthusiastic about this American saga.
Yeah. 1992, John, the first part of the book, an American Negro, a 14-year-old, goes to do some shopping in the Korean American chemist place, and she is shot in the back of the head by the woman who's behind the bar, behind the counter, sorry. Mm-hmm. And that's the beginning of the story, which started with the Rodney King riots. And 30 years later, the woman who was not punished for, she was given voluntary manslaughter, she turns up again. And so the whole thing is a sort of modern two houses in Verona. It's called Your House Will Pay. And it's the most beautiful story about retribution, about revenge, about guilt, written by a woman called Steph Cha, who's obviously Korean, yes. American Korean. But she's also, she looks about 15 in her photograph. Obviously, she must be in her 30s. And it's a stunning thriller, a beautiful story about revenge and also where we go in this modern world. It jumps back and forward between 1992 and 2019. It's easily one of the best books I've read this or last year, and I think it will. I think a lot of people will find it most exciting.
Right. Let's just check out the lady who was shot in the shop. She was African American, was she?
Yes, and she was 14 years old.
Oh,
and she was just buying a couple of bottles of pop or something.
Now, but you mentioned Rodney King. Rodney King was beat up by the police, I seem to remember, and they caused the riots.
That's the one that was the huge headline,
yes.
See, but this other one, which is a true story, is the basis for the fictional account.
Oh, I see, right. Okay.
Has that made it clear?
Indeed. But obviously a very, very meaty subject to get into, because anyone who's been to America realises that there is a racial issue. In fact, several racial issues. It's the melting pot, isn't it? And there's all of these groups, many of whom seem to be quite nationalistic and relatively aggressive in their nationalism as well. So this is the basis of the melting pot and the bubbling that ensues from it. Absolutely.
And it's not going to die with the present president of America. So, it just seems as if it might get worse. But this is a very timely novel about forgiveness and about trying to understand other cultures. And I recommend it fully to your listeners.
Fascinating. Is it written from the Korean point of view?
It comes from both points.
Oh, okay.
Half of it's from Korean and half of it's from the American Negro who's trying to lead a nice life, trying to live peacefully and keep having his father's in prison and all that. So it's a very realistic and, as I say, sensitive writing. I can't wait to read another one of hers.
Wow. Your House Will Pay. It sounds to me as if it could be a TV miniseries.
I think you're possibly quite right. We'll find out quite soon, I think.
Indeed. And the name of the author, once again, I'm interested in this one.
Steph.
Yes.
Short for Stephanie, I presume,
yes.
But she calls herself Steph. It's T-E-P-H, Cha, and that's C-H. Let me just check that so I don't get it wrong. C-H-A, I think.
C-H-A.
For sure.
Excellent.
Let me see.
Steph Cha. Your House Will Pay.
Yeah. So, Steph Cha, recommended fully, and I'll go back to watching Liverpool not playing very well.
Oh, really? What's happening there? This is the famous...
It's the 16 leg of the European Cup.
That's right.
Of course, and they're away to Atletico Madrid, and it's live.
Yes.
And I'm a fanatic Liverpool supporter for the last 50 years, so I make no excuses, okay?
Indeed. Are they playing in red or not?
No, they play black because
You
Atletico Madrid are playing at home and they play in red usually.
That's right. This is the reason I asked, and I've always got a suspicion about these away strips. I really do. Anyhow, lovely to talk to you. It's been fantastic. The book was Your House Will Pay from Steph Cha, and I thank you, Ralph McAlister, for your company this morning. Back to the soccer. Good on you. There we are. Ralph McAlister on Beach FM 106.3.
106.3 Beach FM.